would really declare that it's really Christianity allow the devil to maintain itself, even though people might say the devil did exist before any Christians. Well, the devil never exists in the Old Testament until Job. He come out of Job, and they don't even know who write Job. But Job is really a very important story. Very important story to the whole idea of the strength of man and the perseverance of man still. But we see this new entity arrive in our psyche, and it has perpetuated itself in our psyche for 2,000 years. There's this devil that is fairly prevalent in our thinking and in our thoughts, that we even create ideas and concepts of the devil. But the reason why we are saying that is to really go down into the idea of this month, December. Why was December chosen to be the birthday? That specific day was chosen to be the birthday of Jesus Christ. We say it many times over and over and over, and we can't say it too much. We can't repeat the same thing too much because we have to keep repeating these things, you know? There's a reason why it was chosen. Now, most Christians and most, I would say no, without any apology, most nowadays preacher who has never really studied theology but claim that them get this Holy Spirit that is moving them. You know, people say the Holy Spirit moves you to say things and to do things, when it's really them after their own misunderstanding and guide themselves and claim some supernatural divinity that is directing the course of them thinking. But when we look at most of the preachers them today who preach to the people, I will realize a lot of them don't understand why was certain things chosen to be how it is. Because maybe if we had known why certain things was chosen to be what it is, we would have moved a certain way and we'd be thinking a different way and have a different perception and perspective about ourselves. And it's not too late, you know, we can't say, well, it's too late now, but it's not too late, and it's just whosoever is open enough to receive will really appreciate the information. Because when I tell one if we just take information and sup it so, like it's true, I say, evaluate the situation, the information, and look and see if what is said make any sense. And if you don't even understand what is said, maybe you should go ask somebody who you feel. Because we see them at theological seminary there. They invite you to theological seminary a couple times, about 2 times back, and we listen and we hear the people them who study to be theologians, who eventually become preachers of divinity in Christianity. And we realize even though them in the theological college, they don't want to open their mind to different perspective and understanding of different religion. Because theology don't mean Christianity. Theology is the study of the idea and concept of God, no matter what religion it is. Because theo is Greek. It's Greek, theo, God. You see, so it's really like the study of God in different facets of understanding. But when you live in a society that is embedded in the Christian mindset, it don't allow for any other thinking to come across. You see, all of the other thinking them is stupid and irrelevant. So we hear teachers now who's teaching comparative religion in a school kind of want to tell the students and say Hinduism and Buddhism and all this foolishness, according to them. It's just some little foolish stories. What we must really center our mind on is Jesus Christ. So there's no scope or no opening for the student to understand different perspective or how different people see things outside of their environment. Well, over the years, cutting edge, people cuss way and people say, well, right now we come down to hard for Christian them and thing. And I want to tell you, say, I hear Mr. Boy and I come on hard for the Christian them too. I hear Mr. Boy and do some internal sweeping. Yeah, Mr. Boy, I will love you now. Mr. Boy do some internal sweeping and soup out himself totally now, every time and say, the Christian them, more time, them not think. Them have emotions, but them not really think. Them not reason. See, most of the things them with them is just emotion them use to reach a certain idea and understanding instead of reasoning. Because it come like so when a man become Christian and stop reasoning. He no reason out things, he no rationalize, and if he leave everything to God then, and not knowing say, boy, but the idea of God is inside of him, and the whole purpose of finding God is to find yourself. Not blindly finding yourself, because people don't look for themselves blindly. They say you have to have eye, you have to have a mirror too. You have to find yourself. So when we hear all young boy and lick out and I say, well, right now, you find say most of the Christians them in Jamaica, they don't really have no rational intellect to really reason and come to a total understanding of what them believe in. So most of the times now you hear say we is the devil because we come from the radio without anything in our mouth and we don't start exactly how we see it and how we view it. And people feel say, well, right now we are some atheists, we are some this and we are some that. And we tell them all the while, say not that we don't believe in a God, it's just that we don't believe in the idea and the concept that was taught to us through the Christian faith. You see, the idea that them have about Yahweh and Elohim and Adonai and everything, we don't really accept them concept there. Them concept there come through some irrational and sometimes illogical understanding of self that man should really give over. Like Santa Claus, when a woman, as we said last week, a woman spend 360 days at work to give her child a present. And then said that she tell the child that it's fair if she work hard and give the child a present. She put it in her socks and hang it on a tree and give it over to a big belly man named Santa Claus. So this lie perpetuates itself in our youth. Where you don't tell the youth, you don't tell a lie enough. But the biggest lie is that Santa Claus come and give the little youth a present. So the Santa youth become loving of this big belly man. Where every Christmas now you see them put him in a big chair, red and white, going with that. And now you see even black people are dressed up that way there. You see, last week we talked to a brethren about White Christmas, the song White Christmas, and he couldn't even comprehend the psychology of White Christmas and how White Christmas maintain itself in the idea that white is beautiful, white is pretty and all this thing. He couldn't comprehend that. You see, him keep rationalize that the song don't make no mark difference in no one's living and how they live. But it's a collectiveness we are dealing with and the perpetuation of a certain ideology. And it linked the ideology of I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with Santa Claus. All of these things linked together. You know, see, we're not using it as just one facet or one aspect of the thing. It's a totality, a sum total of a mindset that has been perpetuated on us for years through a European philosophy and ideology that it's very difficult for us to come out of it. Very difficult to come out of it. And a lot of these ideas is maintained through grandmothers and great-grandmothers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers who declare these days now as very corrupt days when it is because of those teaching perpetuated itself and what we call genetic memory, where the child becomes a person even in the womb of the mother. Even in the womb of the mother, the child is a person. So the child is feeding from the mother. The psychology, as we said last week, one of the ways them pacify the male resistance is to tie the father to what them call it. Yeah, tie up the father between two arms and make the mother, the pregnant woman, watch this cruel, inhuman action. Where they would put black people, black man, after whipping them 100 lashes, would have sprinkle salt in the wound them and make cat run over them back. This is documented. This is not what Mutabaruka say. Documented. And make the pregnant woman watch. And this develop a certain psychology in the woman where if when our child born, in order not to make our child go through that kind of torture, she teach the child not to fight. She teach the child not to be what you call a revolutionary. So it pacifies the youth. So we can see how the fear is a love fear, you know. The love for the child, but the fear grip the mother so much that the mother don't really want a child to come out to fight against a system that is a cruel and unjust system. So when you start to wake up to this reality now, you become a rebel without a cause because you are now rebelling against something and don't know why you're rebelling against it in a very unstructured way. You find out if people are rebel in a very unstructured way. You understand? So, why we are saying all of that is to come to the whole idea that it is very important that when we play certain things on the radio, and we don't want a man just look and say Muta is a Rasta. So, him not listen. We are saying Muta is a person who will give information. And it depends on where you want to do the information now. Because I don't listen and I gather where I don't want I throw away, where I want I hold in my consciousness. So I am just passing this information to you now, and you must know what you want to do with the information. And we are saying, don't bother feel like say boy right now, you can't listen because you've done seeping in your thinking already. Because, look here man, it's a long road man. Nobody can reach to the top of the mountain. Sometimes the mountain have to come to Muhammad still. And we are saying, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And that is what we're here to do. So we are saying now that we're going to turn the cutting edge into a theological college for the next 3 weeks. I hope say you have your tape and cap because this is the cutting edge and I reckon. Okay. As we are saying now, this is part of the program where we want to listen to keenly, don't know much about the Bible. Most Jamaican people have a Bible in their mouth, but most Jamaican people don't read it. But them can tell you everything when I and misquote everything in it. So when you come as a person who read it and talk to them say, where you get them foolishness from? I have spoken to Christians, hardcore Christians who go to church every Sunday already. And I tell them some things in the Bible, and them say, me can go out with my Rasta talk. Because them things are not in the Bible. And me I say, but all the claim the Bible as a book of books, and me I tell them about something in there and they don't know where in there. Most Jamaican people make the past and tell you where in it and interpret it for you, but yet still you don't grasp a full understanding of what it is. So tonight is don't know much about the Bible. Do you really know much about what you read in the Bible? And we're going to start it from the New Testament. Yeah, we're going to start the lecture from the New Testament because some people think they know where in there, but don't know where in there.
Although much shorter than the Hebrew Bible, the New Testament